Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Quick direct upload here. Still doing a lot of work around my house, but as I said before, hopefully back to regular broadcasting soon. In lieu of my regular profanity warning gauge at the beginning of this video, I'm going to warn you right now. Profanity and probably some very coarse profanity and language, because of course everything makes me fucking mad. Alright, number one, John McCain, okay? Known consorter of fucking terrorists, okay? Guy who will tell anybody and everybody that he's best buddies with all the fucking murderers, thieves, and cutthroats in fucking ISIS. Here's a guy who gives material aid and fucking support for the fucking supposed enemy of the goddamn day, ISIS. Okay, so if there's anybody that needs to be investigated, if there's anybody that needs to be thrown into fucking jail over terrorism or ISIS in this motherfucking country, it's John, I am a fucking insane warmonger motherfucker McCain. So, why don't you pass around the hashtag arrest McCain for ISIS. Alright? This fucker needs to go. A totally insane motherfucker who almost single-handedly destroyed a fucking aircraft carrier because of his fucking stupidity. Known traitor to this fucking country. Okay? So, hashtag arrest McCain for ISIS. That's number one. Number two, Mitch McConnell. Anybody who is his constituent who would vote for this complete piece of fucking human fucking filth, especially after the open mic event, which nobody seems to be taking advantage of. I don't hear anybody talking about this at all. Not the Democrat running against him. Nothing. It's like it never happened. Here you have this fucker, this cocksucker sitting there, okay? And he's literally a cocksucker because he's talking to the cocksucker brothers, all right, or their representatives, and promising them that, hey, if we are able to take over the fucking Senate, boy howdy, we're going to give you fucking billionaires every fucking thing, including the shit that's nailed down, and don't you worry. We ain't going to help students. We ain't going to help a single fucking person in this godforsaken shithole country. Alright? No minimum wage increase. And hey, what about just getting rid of the fucking thing in the first place, huh? More people can work for 10 cents an hour, and we'll be able to compete with people in Indonesia. Never mind the fact that you'll have to be chained to your fucking workstation and not be allowed to go to the bathroom. So, stock up on the pens, would you? Alright. I don't understand how anybody could vote for this motherfucker who is openly telling you he's going to fuck you over for billionaires. So, the only votes that this fucking shitbag should fucking get is from other billionaires in his fucking state. Alright? But, for some reason, here's a fucker who people are going to go out and actually vote for. Even though they're voting to slit their own throats. Now, I'm not trying to have a debate about whether voting is even real or not, and it's all not rigged, okay? We're just talking about this on a surface level, okay? That if we grant that all of that shit is true, that you have a right to vote, you vote for people you want in office, are you going to vote for a motherfucker who's a sack of goddamn human filth? You stupid motherfuckers! Why did they come to your door in a fucking political, get out the vote campaign? Yeah, vote for me. I'm going to rob your house and then burn it to the fucking ground. Oh, he sounds like a great guy. Let me do that. Fuck that shit. Mitch McConnell, sack of fucking shit. Not even worthy to be called a fucking human being. The motherfucker. And John McCain, whose sins go beyond fucking measure. But this whole ISIS thing, a total fucking travesty. If this fucker is not put in jail at the very least, then there is something really seriously wrong with this country. When you have people on the no-fly list who are on there for no fucking reason at all, you have people who are being spied on every fucking day, and that includes everybody in this fucking country by the NSA, supposedly for terrorism, and you have a guy right here, right the fuck here, taking fucking pictures with the fucking head of fucking ISIS and other terrorists, and nothing is done about it. Lastly, let's talk about Ebola, okay, and ISIS for that matter. Okay, the world we live in right now, everything, every media outlet, including a lot of the alternative media, is churning out massive propaganda. It's almost as if we don't even have a media anymore. All we have is a total propaganda machine on every fucking front. Because all you hear is horror and death, even while they try to give you that little, oh, well, it's not so bad kind of thing, but they've already, like, set you on fire and then tried to tell you that the flames aren't that high and the heat's not that fucking bad, you should be okay. I am not worried one fucking bit about Ebola. Not only that, I don't even know if there's anybody in this country that even had Ebola. That could be a total fucking lie. Just like ISIS could be totally fucking made up. There could be no one who was ever killed by these fuckers. These people may not even fucking exist. But if they do exist, they're the product of our own bullshit in this country. Not the people of this country understand. The administration. And the administration, you can't really be mad. Well, you can because he's a fucking piece of shit as a human being. Okay, like Obama and all these politicians. All right? But you have to understand, the United States military machine is the tool of the worldwide fucking elite who have systematically destroyed everything that they can around this fucking world and stolen every fucking penny out of everybody. And if there's anything left, they're going to come and get it. So, the military in this country, the administration in this country is just the tool of the global elite, just like everybody else. We're no different. We do not escape this. We are propagandized. We are fucking molded and shaped. Our culture is ravaged. Everything is done to us just like it is to you. It just started later with us because they needed a more stable base to operate from. But global destabilization is the goal. And you can guarantee that eventually we're going to be on that list. All right? So, I'm not worried about ISIS, who may or may not exist, who may or may not behead people. And let's just say they do. The intelligence agencies of Britain, the United States, Israel, all these fuckers create these motherfucking monsters by gathering up all the psychos, weirdos, and fucking crazy crackpot motherfuckers and setting them up to blow shit up, kill, maim, and murder. Oh, and did I mention how McCain is eager to tell you how much he knows? He knows these people in ISIS. He knows what they're going to do. He's their best fucking buddy. He's over there hanging out with them. That fucker is a travesty. He is more of a fucking danger to this country than anybody in ISIS and the entirety of fucking ISIS. Because of the position he holds and the bullshit that he does. And I've talked about him plenty before. But this motherfucker needs to go. Alright? And, you know, when you look around and you see some of the other bullshit that's going on, like the Secret Service and the lapses in security, let's not forget. that the tool of political assassination and threats to the presidency has been used for decades to influence and change policy. And that's exactly what's happening here. The breakdown, quote unquote, in protection around the president is just meant to tell him he's not safe. He's not safe. And the only reason why people would be going after him who have the ability to do so is because he's not towing the party line for these people 100%. And it's quite obvious that they wanted to take out Assad, and Obama has dragged his feet on that issue. And of course, we're finally gotten to the point where we are actually going into Syria, and more on that in a moment. But it's not enough. We gotta blow up Assad. We gotta kill Assad. We gotta destroy his fucking forces. Okay? Even though, he's trying to do exactly what we are saying we're supposed to be trying to do by bombing over there. And that is to take out these terrorist groups. Because no matter how you slice it, Assad is the victim of terror groups that were created by the West and NATO. So he's trying to conduct an anti-terror campaign against these terrorist murderous thugs that were imported from Libya and other places, Turkey, etc. Right? And he's trying to do an anti-terrorism campaign against people. And don't read this as a big, blooming kiss on fucking Assad's ass for me, because I'm not going to support him and his dictatorial policies 100%. But I got to tell you, he's the head of a fucking state that had been relatively stable and relatively modern and secular in the Middle East. And you can't do much better than that. Even though he's a dictator. Not ideal, but certainly way better than anything that will come in the wake of anything that we do in the way of destroying the motherfucking country. We'll see it work out just as well as Libya did, as Iraq is, and as Afghanistan is. Oh, super good there, huh? Because the end result is not to have a better country and get rid of a terrible leader. No, it's to make your country even fucking worse. Dependent on Western corporations, because you have to privatize everything, sell it all off, so that every bit of your resources and money is sucked dry. It's fucking crap. And on Ebola. I am not worried about Ebola one iota of one fucking jot. And if there's anybody out there who is like afraid to go outside or afraid to do anything because, oh, I'm going to get Ebola, because all you hear every day is this speculation just tacked on at the end about how, well, maybe Ebola can be transmitted via this if these conditions present. So they open up all this shit about different ways you can get Ebola, beyond the scientifically known ways of exchange of bodily fluids, okay? And everybody hypes up and gins up the fact that, oh, nurses and doctors are getting this, and they're using all this protective equipment. Well, shit happens, PPE doesn't work all the time, all right? It just doesn't. It's designed to protect you, but it's not infallible. All right, so they tell you, oh, Ebola's relatively hard to get, but then, like, throughout the course of the story that they're relating, there's innuendo that it might be airborne, that under certain conditions you could get it this way or that way, or blah, blah, blah. Okay? I'm not worried about Ebola. If I was going to fly anywhere, I would fly without any worries. I am not concerned at all. At all. All right? And the reason why you could tell that all of this is fucking bullshit is because now what we have is we have a 24-hour hard-pressed propaganda fucking machine in this country, and that's all they churn out is fucking propaganda. There is nothing even approaching news anymore. All they do is manufacture the story and manufacture and craft exactly how they are going to go about delivering it to you so that they could get the desired result. Last year, everybody, people were mad. They didn't want to do nothing with Syria. And then all of a sudden, you have ISIS come up. Ooh, brutal, awful terrorists who behead people. That's much worse than murdering and shooting them and gunning them down, right? Well, it's certainly more bloody and gory. And it's certainly nothing I would wish on anybody. But I certainly don't wish anybody to be shot in the fucking head either. Or the back, for that matter. You're still fucking dead. The point of the matter is, all this shit's manufactured. And it's designed for a purpose. Okay? Fear is still, apparently, their ultimate tool. And they're going to keep using it. I'll have more to say later. I apologize for the infrequency of my videos lately. Bear with me, I promise. I'll get back on schedule. And hopefully, we'll have some good news to impart to you soon. But right now, all you're getting is fucking bullshit. And they're slamming it into you 110%. Remember, hashtag arrest McCain, the number 4, ISIS. Known consorter of terrorists. Known material support of known fucking terrorists. There are pictures of them with them. If there was a picture of me with the head of fucking ISIS on the fucking internet for you to look at, where I'm smiling and happy, I know these people. They're my best fucking friends. I hang out with them every fucking Tuesday. Not to mention the fact that what the fuck is he doing in fucking Syria in the first fucking place when he went there? Is he perhaps conducting business for the U.S. government without their knowledge in violation of U.S. law? Not to mention being a known consorter of terrorists? Fuck you, John McCain. You fucking insane motherfucking warmonger piece of shit asshole. Go to fucking jail. And as far as Mitch McConnell goes, please, for Christ's sake, I don't care who his fucking opponent is. It could be a Wall Street Democrat who is a big sack of shit and rises almost to the level of his buffoonery, bullshit, motherfucking cocksucker attitude. I hope he loses. I don't care who the fuck gets in. Vote for fucking Satan over Mitch McConnell. See how fast he runs to private industry. See who he goes to. See who the revolving door leads to with Mitch McConnell. And you'll find out the agenda of who he's following, if you don't know already. And it has something to do with cocksucking, I believe. And please, do not buy into this fear and hype. Okay? ISIS, Ebola, all of this stuff. Nothing but propaganda. And as far as I'm concerned, considering the media is 100% propaganda now, you can't trust anything anybody says. So, don't even know. ISIS may not even exist. It's that bizarre. It's that absurd. It's that ridiculous. I'm sorry to say. I wish it was different, but it's not. So, that's it for now. Thank you. Good day.